Mode Season 3 now. So today marks the start, and you can see we are simming in the background. Today marks the start of the third season of Kane's Twitter franchise mode. I hope you all are doing well. Let me just tweet this out real quick. All right. And I think as an added bonus, I'm not going to be scouting anybody. I'm not going to be showing where everybody is in the draft. We're just going to be taking a look. We're just going to hit OK for the draft rankings. I don't want people to know. I want it to be a surprise as we roll in. So, Canes are doing okay. Doesn't seem to be that great of a season, but we are holding on to a wild card spot. Barely, just 2 points ahead of the New Jersey Devils still, even after that back-to-back. I'd like to see the Canes make the playoffs in this first season. I'm not expecting them to, just because the game hates us for whatever reason, but Sami Vatanen out with a sore shoulder, that's not great. So we do lose some help on the back end on defense. But all of a sudden now we're in a playoff spot. Jake Gardiner had elbow surgery. That's the first. Out for the season. And yeah, so crazy stuff. So, alright, minor trade. I love it. It says major trade alert, and it's just like a really minor deal. So we're not going to view the draft class again. I want everything to be kind of a surprise for everybody. I don't want people to know what's going on. I think it would be really cool. But if not, then, feel free to roast me in the comments. Um, if you are new here, feel free to leave a comment. We'll be talking hockey and just having fun. Um, I'm looking forward to this. Last season, season 2, was a lot of fun. This year will hopefully be even more fun. I think we added 4 new players this year. 4. I think it's 4. Yeah. So 4 new players, possibly 5. I can't remember. I can't really count. Chase Prisky traded from Nashville to Florida. Florida gets a little bit of help, and yeah, so that's a big deal. Vlasic traded from Winnipeg or from San Jose to Winnipeg. San Jose gets a first and Logan Stanley, so that's a pretty big trade. Yeah, that's a huge trade, I'd say, for the Winnipeg Jets. Canes get another big win, and we're third in the division. Barely, but we're still third in the division. Evander Kane heading to Toronto along with Brendan Dillon. That's a big deal. It's a huge trade, man. Man, lots of crazy trades. But just a little bit of, there's not rules for this, but kind of the rules that I abide by. Um, all created players start 81 overall. Nobody can have lower than a medium top 6 potential, or if you're a defenseman, medium top 4 defenseman potential, or medium starter potential as a goalie. So that way everybody has a chance at, everybody has almost a guaranteed opportunity in the NHL for a long time. You did not miss the draft. We are currently simming through the first season. I just started a little earlier. The draft is still going on. But yeah, like you said, I changed your handedness for you. Yeah, that's basically it. That's all that's going on right now. And yeah, we're just having fun. Looks like the Canes are a playoff team this year, so that means we are going to have to sim through the playoffs. Oh darn. So we are going to have to wait a little bit for the draft. Looks like Sebastian Aho had a great season with 73 points. What's up, Panda? And yeah, everybody who requested like a slight change. Obviously, I can't change people's potential and overall, but you know, I can change a few things. So I change names. I can do like the handedness. Like if your player is left-handed in the game, but you shoot right-handed, yeah, I can do that. That's no big deal at all. So Gardner's back, and the Canes actually did well without him. So let's see what's going on. So, oh, is it? I unplugged it again. Is that audio better? So this is game one of the playoffs. So it's better? Okay, cool. First round, we got a goal from Joel Edmondson scoring the Hurricanes' first goal of the playoffs. And that was from center ice. So nice. So second period, Washington takes the lead. Verana and Orlov scored. Aho cuts the lead in half, and then third period, Washington just runs away with this one. Tough start for the Canes in the playoffs, but Gardner had elbow surgery again, so he was back for one game and then not. So, okay. Well, we did better when Gardner was out of the lineup, so let's see if that actually improves our odds in the playoffs. But first period, here we go. Canes with a huge first period. In resounding fashion, 4-0 in the first period. Niederreiter, Aho, Martinuk, and Fogel scoring goals. Second period, Canes get a goal from Svech. And third period, we get one from Trocheck and Dzingel. Tie series. That's a good win. You like to see that. All right. So now we got game 3 of the series. We are in Washington. I forget the name. Is it Capital One Arena? I think that's what it is. Sebastian Aho scoring the first goal for the Canes. Svech gets one to tie it. Then Ovi and Kovalchuk score. And yeah, the Canes can't quite get it done in game 3. But we have a game B in Raleigh, so hopefully we can force a game 6 with this game. Otherwise, game 5 is going to be crunch time for the Canes. Aho's having a great series, man. 6 points in 3 games. Not too bad. First period, nothing doing. Second period, Canes get a goal from Teuvo Teravainen. And then the third period, it's a shutout for Peter Mrazek. Teravainen and Stahl also scoring. So this series is at least going to 6 games. Aho with 2 points once again, having a phenomenal series. And we're going to game number 5. First period, Svech and Dzingel score for the Canes. Kovalchuk, who's been tearing it up this series, gets another goal for the Caps. Carlson ties it in the second, and in the third, it's tied again. Backstrom scores, and then Necas ties the game for his first of the playoffs. And we're going to overtime. I legitimately like calling the overtime games, and since, I know most of the players and their numbers, I think I'll be okay. Anything else? I think that's it. And yeah. Hopefully, if you all have a created player, you get drafted by a team that's good and not Buffalo like Trevor did last time. Canes with the puck now. That was Dougie Hamilton making a nice move. Teravainen to Aho, shoots, and a good save from Holtby. Short side. Aho trying to get a little tricky with that there. So Aho and Svech both tied for the team lead in points in these playoffs. Don't jinx you. I'm sorry. Maybe changing your handedness will move you down in the draft, or maybe Buffalo was just better. But Teravainen with the puck, and Kuznetsov got the turnover there from Aho. And Kovalchuk up with it now, gets bumped off the puck by Slavin, and gets hit a little bit from Slavin, I guess. Kuznetsov shoots it wide through the goal mouth. Teravainen up to Hamilton, and he's got it to Svechnikov. It's a one-on-one. Svech, and I can't see the Caps player. Slavin shoots, and it's blocked in front. Svech with the puck, and Holtby saves it along the goal line. My goodness. What a play. Wow. Canes have had the majority of the chances in this overtime, but unfortunately nothing to show for it yet. Trocheck shoots, and it's blocked. Again, that would have been a good chance for the Canes, but Washington got in the lane. They've been doing that a little bit. And same deal, even though it was on the goal lines, it wasn't a great chance. Svech could have had a better chance if the Washington player wasn't in the way. So their defense is doing very well. But Necas up with the puck now. He's going to take it behind the net, do it all himself to Trocheck. Necas has the puck and gets crushed. My goodness. Trocheck gets the puck back, gives it to Necas. Necas going to try again out the left circle. Shot and gets crushed again. He might be hurt. There's Verano with the puck. Shoots, saved by Mrazek. And the Canes are going on the penalty kill now. Hooking penalty in the defensive zone on Brady Shea. My goodness. Alright, so it's Eller on the faceoff with Wilson and the horrible Brendan Leipzig. And stretch pass up to... Ooh, okay, it's out of the zone. Okay, Carlson with the puck now. Alright, interesting. Hamilton is going to clear. Good stuff from the Canes. Tom Wilson with the puck. And a nice poke check by the Canes defenseman, but it can't quite get out of the zone. Wilson blocked by TVR, and he's going to clear it. Canes Sabres Game 7. That's from 2006? That's a good series, man. I don't remember much of that game, but I remember us winning. Obviously. But I don't remember much of it because I was pretty little at the time, and I don't remember if I was allowed to stay up for that game or not. Yeah, it was a great blocked shot. Or maybe it was a save, but either way, it was a great effort by the entire Hurricanes penalty kill there. Trocheck wins the faceoff to Slavin. Slavin's going to dump it out and kill more time. The Canes are doing an excellent job on this penalty kill so far. We're just over halfway done with this penalty kill. Kuznetsov with the puck makes a nice move to get around the defenseman. I believe that's Slavin. And great save. TJ Oshie with the puck now. Shoots. Oh, that was Backstrom with it, and Martinook clears it now. A couple good chances there. Yeah, I still have yet to make it to a Canes playoff game in a capacity, as a fan. I went to a lot of the games as a worker last year, but I would love to go to a game as a fan. It was just the environment in the arena, even just while I was working, was so great. Oshie gets crushed by Jacob Slavin. Noted hitter, Jacob Slavin. The Edmondson clears it, and that should do it for this power play. Canes killed it off with relative ease. There were a couple good chances, but for the most part, it was just another day at the office. Kovalchuk with it to Orlov. Shoots, saved by Mrazek. That was a tough rebound. And Svech gives it up to Jordan Staal. Staal carries it into the offensive zone. At the circle, gonna think about making a move. Shot. Oh, nope, a pass. Hamilton. Vodnin keeps it in the zone, barely. Staal gets bumped off the puck. My goodness. It would have been great to go to the 2006 series, but Man, that would have been so awesome. I'll take any playoff game, though. Vatanen misses the net entirely. My goodness. That was like an Anton Babchuk slap shot right there. Shot. Ooh, great save by Mrazek there. Aho gets the turnover to Trocheck. Trocheck. Aho would have had a breakaway, but he was selfless there. Trocheck to Niederreiter to Vatanen to Aho backhand block. Kovalchuk. Kuznetsov with the puck and shot. Ooh, misses the net. That would have been tough. That was Garnet Hathaway there. Hathaway with the puck. Shot blocked. Aho gets it to Niederreiter. Niederreiter carrying it up into the offensive zone is going to dump it in so the Canes can get a change. A little bit of a fuster-cluck along the boards there, but Niederreiter's got it. Shot. Saved by Holtby. That's the Canes' first shot in a while. My goodness. Neither team's getting a lot of great offensive opportunities. Hopefully the Canes can get the best opportunity with a goal. Alright. Oh, good hit, but they still have it. Kempny with the puck now to Hathaway. Up to Nick Dowd. Dowd shot saved by Mrazek, and he's going to pass it to Joel Edmondson. Okay. Edmondson gives it up to Jace Hawryluk, and I'll explain why I got him in just a minute. I'll explain to it now. I had to get Hawryluk because I had to trade. I forgot to move Hala and Walmark to Florida, and so I had to obviously trade them. I don't want to keep them on this team if they're not on the team, and the only way to do that was to get Hawryluk because they had too many players under contract, so I had to get like a cruddy prospect. So that's why I didn't expect him to actually be an NHL player, but you know. And a deflection goal from Verano wins it. Caps take a 3-2 series lead. Oop, I didn't mean to hit that button, sorry. I hit the button to make me stream, so there will be a little it'll be blue for a second. Sorry about that. Okay. Game 6. This is in Washington at, yep, Capital One Arena. All right. So hopefully the Canes can tie the series up here. Good start, though. Aho getting a goal on Holtby. Second period, we get one from Trocheck, and then the third period, the Caps tie it. You know what? I'm just trying to get to the draft, so we'll end it, and the Canes season is over. Ovi wins it in double overtime. I'm glad we didn't go sim that. That would have been too crazy. All right, everybody, we got to get our tweets out. We got to let people know that we're drafting. So Washington ended up winning the cup. Good for them. And oh shoot, yeah, I forgot to. Okay, we have an extra first round pick. Sorry, sue me. I don't know how to trade the picks in an effective way. Oh, don't look at that. That's the draft. I did it out of force of habit. If you looked, it's cool. I don't care too much about the retired players, and I don't need to hire any new coaches. Cool. Easy stuff, man. Okay, so we have 13th overall. I'm not going to check any awards. We're just going to get right into the draft. This is Minnesota with the first overall pick, Boston second, and Detroit third. Here we go. Trevor, get your pick in for whoever's watching this. Comment which team you'd like for your player to be drafted by. You obviously can't pick Carolina, or your prediction for where your player will go. We'll make it fun. Canes, I'll try and make it happen, my friend. First overall pick, Minnesota with the first overall pick in the draft. They select Wade Minter, the most electrifying PA announcer in sports entertainment. So there we go. Wade with the Armada in the QMJHL at 85. So the draft order is uh, Minnesota, Boston, Detroit, LA, New York, Buffalo, Nashville, Calgary, Columbus, New Jersey, New York, Carolina, Ottawa, Dallas, Ottawa, Tampa, Philly, Edmonton, Colorado, Minnesota again, San Jose, Canes at 23. 24 is Anaheim, 26 or 25 is Pittsburgh, Florida, Chicago, Tampa, Montreal, Vegas, and then Washington. So it was actually a Vegas and Capitals series yet again. Second overall, Boston Bruins pick in here, and they're going to pick Patrick Cunningham, another franchise center. So two high franchise centers picked in a row. Third overall, we got our franchise defenseman picked here. Meg goes to Detroit. So there's your top 3 picks for Canes Twitter franchise mode. We got pick 4, and it's Will Looper getting selected by Los Angeles. Pick 5, Alexis Lafreniere going to the Islanders. Trevor, moment of truth. Will you be a Sabre 2 years in a row? You will not. Corey, don't ask me to pronounce your last name. Shut down line on Twitter. You have been selected by the Buffalo Sabres. Connor Tuna, picked by the Predators. Okay. Calgary now is going to pick number sports fan. Intern Maddie going to Columbus. There is. God, I'm weak. Work rate going to New Jersey, and the second pick from New Jersey. Trevor, you are a New Jersey Devil. They had a tough time in the last go around of things, but the fact that they have an elite defenseman and an elite left winger, I think that may help them out a little bit. So that's 2 really solid picks from the Devils there, in my opinion. But you know, oh yeah, what part of New Jersey? My dad's from there. It's me, picked by New York, by the way. And then the Canes. Here we are. Here's our look at the draft board. Oh God, Scott, you're gonna hate me if I don't pick you. Oh no, 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 no! I have to, I have to, I have to pick Michael Cera because I want to make the joke. Michael Cera, huge Caniac, because he's 6'9". We joked about this on Twitter. Okay, so sorry, Scott and Big Sam, but you know what? Screw it. Going all in, baby. If I am gonna pick somebody, I need to make some trades anyways. Jordan Staal, I can get 15th overall, and I can get like a good prospect. Because I need to trade Jordan Staal anyways, because he ends up getting in the way a little bit. Thomas Harley. Oh, and then I need like just like a skaters matching block. There's none. Okay. Well, let me just get like a crappy AHL player. Ty Fellhaver. I'll see if this trade goes through. Boom! Okay. Bergen County, I don't know what that is, but my dad's from Middlesex, so like central Jersey. So Scott gets picked up by the Senators. Let me DM him real quick to remind him. Okay, so he's mad. He's upset. Uh, I gotta pick Big Sam here once again. He was a long time Kane in the last franchise mode that I played, and in all honesty, I can't go wrong with that pick. But all right, well, let's sim the next pick here. Oh, next pick, Sarai going to the Senators. So the Sens get an elite defenseman and a high top six left winger in this draft. I get a high top six left winger and an elite center, and I needed that, so I'm happy. Tampa gets to pick Kieran Lang, uh, so that's a good pickup for Tampa right there. And next pick is Philadelphia, and Philly is gonna pick Rock, I think is how you pronounce your last name. The new players for this time around. So obviously there's Michael Sarah, which was a joke. But so I forget who asked for it, but they wanted their player to be named Michael Sarah, and I was like, I have to draft this player so I can be like Trip Tracy and say Michael Sarah, huge Caniac, and uh, so then we were like, we need to put emphasis on huge. So Michael Sarah is a 6'9" left winger. That's a sniper. And Scott is also a new created player, a medium elite defenseman, two-way defenseman, and now for the Senators. And we haven't gotten to the other new ones yet, but I will read them off as we get there. So this is pick 19 and Shloms Skinner, so Shlomo from Twitter, gets picked up by the Oilers. Power forward, right winger, with a high top six potential. And pick 20. So this is so Panda asked me to change his name to his real name. So Arner, Ephraim Arner, you get picked up by the Colorado Avalanche, which is a great team to land on in this sim, high top 4D. And I think you were 21st overall last time, and you were picked up 20th overall. So pretty close, actually. And so this is Minnesota's second pick. And for a reminder, they did pick a center already in this draft, a franchise center. With their next pick, they pick a high top four defenseman, and Harry and Cranky on Twitter. 22nd overall, this is San Jose. They pick Owen Anderson, so it's another great landing spot for a player. Although San Jose does struggle for a while, but San Jose does get a really nice power forward right winger as well. And this is pick 23 for the Canes. I could pick a center. I have already picked one in this draft. And I like some of the options around here. I do need goaltending. That is one thing that I for sure need. And I think I could get that's the thing, is I could get goaltending in the later rounds of the draft. I Miracle he killed last time. He did. He was like a career playoff performer. Oh. Let's pick him up. Oh shoot, I forgot. We made Chris a franchise. That's right. We had four franchise because I always do one goalie, one defenseman, and like two forwards. And I forgot that Chris was our franchise goalie. And he's a stand-up goalie. We have the goalie of the future, folks. So we are retaining two players from last time in Big Sam and Chris Miracle, and we also add Michael Cera. But that is a huge addition to the Carolina Hurricanes roster right there. We're going to sim Tommy Watson, briefly a Carolina Hurricane last time around, gets picked up by the Anaheim Ducks. And that's not a created player, so Pittsburgh is canceled. So is Florida. And Chicago. Tampa picks up Jason Mariani. It's a solid pick. They don't need defensemen, but it's a really good pick. They get an NHL-ready defenseman at 28th overall. And Montreal gets JT Shepard. Won a couple Selkies last time around, so look for him to continue that success with the Montreal Canadiens. Quinton Byfield getting picked up, and last pick of the first round, so pick 31 overall, is Jacob Narve to the Washington Capitals, and I believe they selected him last time around too. So that's kind of funny. Calgary now with the first pick in the second round. 32nd overall goes to Jonathan Wagner. And Optimistic Caniac gets picked up with the 33rd overall pick. Also a Carolina Hurricane last time around. This is pick 34, Cole Perfetti. Okay, pick 35, which is Boston. They pick a created player. Same with Rossi. You know what? We're gonna go to my pick. So I do see like a little bit of a run. Okay, so Canes and Cannons picked up by the Flames, so that's their goalie, and Neha picked up by the Sens. So the Sens have had an excellent draft. So it might not actually be too bad for Scott, who is very upset with me. Colorado picks up Kane's stats, so that's another really good draft for Colorado, and Dan gets picked up by the Coyotes. Canes now. So I see a lot of. There's obviously going to be a run of goalies. I'm looking to take a defenseman, I think. Finding Nino is NHL ready, but the problem is, you know what? I don't need defenseman right now. I'm going to pick up Jamie Drysdale here. Medium top 4D. That's an excellent pick. And like I would pick Finding Nino, but like I have an NHL ready defensive core now. And we'll sim to pick 54. And so I don't think it's that necessary for me to take them now. Josh Bartosik picked up by Toronto. Oop, my battery's low. Let me charge it. Let me plug in the charger. Kurt picked up by the Sens. So the Sens already have 2 goaltenders in this draft. Make it 3. They've picked 3 goalies, all in the second round. So they can't keep all these goalies, but the Sens are trying to corner the market on good goaltenders. So Carter might be the one to go, but either way. And Josh Bartosik was the other new player this time around. He was the 4th and final new player. Cameron Bass picked up by Washington, and Josh Grantham picked up by Winnipeg. And look at that. Finding Nino is still here. Yeah, I don't see anybody else. So Finding Nino, welcome to the Canes. Low elite offensive defenseman. I like that pick a lot. And this is in the 3rd round, so we are going to take a look, see if we missed any players. Evan Stansel picked up at the end of the 2nd round along with Michael Goodrow. Evan went to Detroit. Michael went to Vegas. Trey Cash. Ryan Ellis getting picked up by the Ducks. And Trey Cash is going to be a Canuck. 3rd round. What's going on? Alright, we'll just make my pick and see what happens. It's being weird. Josh Williams is an overager. Brandon Coe seems like a decent pick. Medium top 9 forward. It's not great. So Carl, K to the Arl on Twitter, you were the last creative player selected for now. So Washington, or Ottawa's already put a goalie on the block. I have one more third round pick. It's 85th overall. Let's see what's going on here. So I see a few players picked already. Matt Chatelain picked up by the Caps, and that might be it for created players. For now, that's it. I'll take a look to make sure. So now I'm just kind of drafting best player available. Noel Gunler, that's a player that I'm definitely interested in drafting. Oh shoot, I didn't even look. Alright, let's view the draft class, see what's going on. See how many created players we have left. There shouldn't be too many. Matthew Ndiffer, Brennan Brindamore, and McShorsey the Jerk. You are the last players available in the draft. So there's 2 players left. Well, nevertheless. Okay. Third round pick. I think I'm just going to pick... I've already picked a goalie, haven't I? Vladimir Alistrov. I don't like that potential. We'll pick Marcus Gretz. Why not? High 7th D. That's crap. McShorsey the Jerk was picked up by the Montreal Canadiens. And last but not least, Matthew was also picked up by Montreal. So they're going to need to make some changes. A high elite goalie? Sure. I'll take it. Edward Rome. I know I've already picked a franchise goalie in this draft, but dude, when you have the opportunity to pick the best player available, I'm always going to do that. There's really not much left in this draft. I'm going to try picking the Samsonov player. Gustav Samsonov is some crap. And then last pick for the Canes, I believe. No, we have 2. I think we have one more after this. As I'm just going to keep picking just like potential based. Like Tarasov, let's see, medium 7th D. No, we're done. Okay. So that is it for this draft. So creative players: Michael Cera, Big Sam, Chris Miracle, and Finding Nino. Welcome to the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm also really happy with the Jamie Drysdale and Noel Gunler picks. That is going to be it. I wanted to get through the draft tonight, and we will start fresh tomorrow. Well, no, before I forget, let's sign the players. Scouts have some expiring contracts. That probably means I'm not going to sign them. Okay, so definitely, I never scout the AHL, but I'll re-sign the Extraliga scout. So I'm not going to sign any other players or prospects right now, but I am going to give a contract, standard entry-level contract, to Michael Cera, Finding Nino, Big Sam, and last but not least, Christopher Miracle. So, that will be all for this one. I will see you all tomorrow night for Canes Twitter Franchise Mode.